Hi everybody, it's Cryon back again. Just wanted to, I guess, document some changes I made from the last two videos. Used the same circuits and same coils. This is my charge coil of 5 strands. I've got a run coil down here identical to this coil, and another run coil on the other side. This circuit is operating the 5 strands on this coil. This circuit 5 strands on the other run coil, and then just going through a single full wave bridge rectifier off of running serial windings through this coil, getting about 12 volts charge. Something new I've added, these are 2-inch ionodium, very strong, very heavy magnets. There's 4 of them on this rotor, and I made a hollow core coil to power it, and pretty surprised really with the results. Just to show the difference, I'm going to disconnect the power from these 2 circuits. And strictly run off of the, this is just a Bedini single battery circuit right here. I'm just going to run off of that. The power supplies off of all the circuits go to this, go through this capacitor, and leads coming off the capacitor and going to the power supply. So I'll go ahead and get it going right now. And I realize you can't see the voltage on the power supply. It's at 0 right now. I'm going to turn that up. There's about 18 volts on the power supply, and it's actually about 15.9 volts on the power supply, and that's running again strictly off of this coil. There's 1 coil in this. 400 turns on the with 24 gauge for the trigger coil, and then I only had enough wire to do 290 turns on this, and this is some spare wire that I had. I'm not even sure what it is. It's very heavy. It's 18 or larger, might even be much larger. Then my shaft is aluminum, 1/2-inch aluminum, and as you can see, it's not handling the weight very well. I'm getting some run out and some wobble there. Just running off of the single rotor with the large 2-inch magnets. It's not real fast. It does have quite a bit of torque. 534 RPM. Not great, but for using the larger magnets, I think it's a pretty good start. At least I've got something going on there now. It's actually running. Now I've just plugged in this, powered up the circuit for the this lower run coil, and now I'll power up the circuit for the run coil on the opposite side. I'm not going to try to sweeten that up and find a sweet spot, but I will crank the volts up on the power supply. Running at 31 volts on the power supply. And right now 778 RPM. And all of my transistors are running right around 78 to 80 on degrees Fahrenheit. So again, it has quite a bit of torque. I've made a few attempts to try to slow that down, and there's quite a bit of torque. Before, on the previous models, if I just touched the rotor shaft, it would pretty much stall it out. This is running pretty good. So I guess I've added about all I'm going to add to this particular design. I think from here I'll probably try to go to a heavier shaft, probably 3/4 diameter. Probably going to be stainless steel instead of aluminum. Make some additional rotors with the 2-inch magnets, and make some new coils. So again, probably going to be a while before I get back on the air again. Here are this is the type of magnets. These are 2-inch by I think 3/4 neo magnets. It's 2-inch by 3/4. Very heavy, very powerful. So again, it's first for me to be able to actually run on the larger magnets. So move on from here and try to go to something bigger and better. So anyway, if anybody has any suggestions on what size coils I should wrap for these 2-inch magnets. Right now they're 2-inch hollow core coils. What gauge wire I should use, how many wraps or how many feet. Appreciate any help there. Power this down. Any advice? I know I need to I've taken a lot of the wobble out of the previous design housing that I had. This is basically a 4-inch pipe, and I've got this is basically a 4-inch pipe. I've got one rotor inside that's running 1-inch magnets. I believe there's 8 of them on the rotor that I'm using for power coil, and then this is just a single coil running this rotor that has north-south oriented 2-inch magnets. So anyway, appreciate all the advice everybody's given. If anybody has any additional advice on how to go bigger and better, I appreciate that. I guess till then, guys have a good day.